What's up everybody? Welcome to another tutorial of Benjamin Feeler's graphic recording. Today it's about templates. Templates for graphic recording is something many people look for. Because you see all those pictures all the time, you think, oh, is there some sort of structure that can help me to organize my picture? And I can tell you, yes, there is. Now when it comes to graphic recording, of course, there's only a part that you can control, and there templates can help, and there's like 60% or 40% that you can't control, so you have to live with uncertainties. But two templates I can give you, and those two templates, I use them all the time. You basically don't need more beside those two templates, and I will show you them and how you can work with them. So check it out. And here we have the first one. It's the so-called key visual. And that's maybe the easiest template that you can use to start graphic recording, to start sketchnoting. And with the key visual, it's quite easy because you have already some sort of a design, some sort of a nice graphic design on your poster, but But once you are in the process of capturing content, of listening and drawing it out live, and you don't draw too much then, it still looks nice because it has already a visual anchor, some visual appealing part to it. So that's why you prepare your graphic recording with some sort of a title and some sort of a big, huge key visual right in the middle. So this one could be about some sort of innovation and marketing, globalization. You can pick a topic. And when you start then recording and listening to the content, there are two ways on how you can capture. So the first way is that you listen and you put down your thoughts and whatever comes and the content. And the first way is that you try to fill the content, try to fill the canvas equally. So you start here and then you go over here, then you go over here, then you go over here, and you kind of try to fill the white parts, the blank parts, until you have like an even composition and all areas are equally balanced and you have everywhere the same amount of content and text. And then in a second way you can go and, make some, I don't know, clouds around it or some sort of a easy text container. Or it could be round or could be squared, really simple. And at the end you can make like maybe a frame around it. And that's it. Then the picture would be filled nicely. It looks graphically designed somehow, but it's not too complicated if you just have put down type there. The second advantage of this kind of template is that you can also start to organize information there, that you can use different colors, for instance, and capture different topics. So, use for instance an orange. You can cluster information. So a certain kind of information, it's colored orange, comes down here. Here's the yellow one, and then if you need another third color, maybe a red or so, it comes over here. And this means also some different information. So you can also use then also colors to cluster it and also to give it an additional function, because you sort information there, and on the other hand you also have it designed somehow in a beautiful way and make it appealing for the viewer, which I think is always super important. So this is the beginner version. Beginners out there, hello. Beginners, please start with the key visual and just fill the space around it. The second version, which is a bit more advanced, I have a second key visual there, I don't need it. The second way is called, I call it the path. And there you organize your information, not freestyle, it's more chronological, it's the word. And so usually you start at one point here, you capture the information, you go over here, you go over here, you go over here, and you basically follow along the talk or the session, discussion, presentation, whatever, and you kind of try to fill the poster with information as you go along. And then later you also design it somehow. You can make like text containers around it. I do this live, and then you can connect basically the dots and make it easier for the viewer that they can see how you followed this process. You can also work with numeration, for instance, until you're here. And this one is a bit more advanced because you kind of have to keep in mind the time. So if you have a talk or a session that goes 30 minutes, you should be here with about 15 minutes and then fill the rest. And of course, no presentation is always at the same pace, at the same speed, and has the same amount of information. So you kind of get used to it. And that's something where I say it's a bit advanced, because you kind of have to get a feeling or know what to do when there's like too much information coming or information is left out. I mean, if you have blank space, that's okay. You can always fill blank space with drawings, with symbols, with a nice illustration. But if it's too much information, or if the pace starts really slow here, and then lots of information comes here, you kind of have to balance what you want to capture and what not. But this is a way I work all the time, and then I also illustrate directly. So everywhere here's like a small symbol, I don't know, whatever. So it's decorated here, and I always make the combination of a text and a small symbol, and this is how I fill the poster there. And then also at the end, not often, but sometimes it's nice to have a frame around it, and then this poster is also done. So this is the second template that you can use. And with those templates you can go far, you can come very far. There are a few others, but for the beginning this is like the two that you need, and I know lots of professionals that work directly with those two templates. If you want to learn more, I have an online class, as you might know, but start with the key visual, start with the path, and depending if you want to cluster information, if you're unsure how much is coming, or if you feel confident, then you can also follow along with the path. But those are the two templates that you need to make great graphic recordings and can help you to structure your poster in almost all situations. And that's already it. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you for taking your time to have a look at this. I hope you learned something. If you liked the video, of course, share it, like it, comment. Also use the comments